Welcome to the Steve and Tyler show. Not Steve and Tyler, but Steve and Tyler.
Episode 2, Steve.
Week 2, Tyler. We did it, man.
I
did it.
Wasn't sure we were going to make it this far.
Yeah, I thought, we got some hate mail.
A lot.
Got some slander.
Got
a couple articles. We got fan articles coming up. We do. We got some.
Got
dick
pics.
We did. We actually got dick pics, and
I've seen better.
That's worth my weight in gold, and that's a lot of gold.
I've seen better, Steve, though. Wasn't impressed.
If you're still listening, then the purpose of this podcast is we report news that people typically do not see or hear about, but we
think it's funny.
Kind of pick and choose stuff that's hysterical. This week, however...
Yeah, this week. The summer really sucks for news, Steve.
It's
horrible.
This has been absolute trash. We will use this excuse as long as time will
As long as it's the summer. Like, it's going to be spring next year. Like, this has been a bad summer. Summer's bad for news.
It's been absolute trash. But if you want to laugh some more outside of here, you can go ahead and follow us on Twitter at @SteveTyler_show. Please send us your emails. Send us your junk. Your garbage.
Your junk. I don't want dick pics this time. Just junk.
Just junk. No, I'm just kidding. Dick pics are more than welcome. Slander, hate mail, and any articles you may want us to talk about, we'll happily take a look at Steve&Tyler@gmail.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and follow us on Podbean at Steve and Tyler Show. Now,
into the articles.
Away! Story 1, week 2. Tyler, there's a sperm count shortage in Western men. Huh.
How do you even start out with this article? Why do we pick this first?
Well, because it's a real easy glide into just absolute... So, sperm levels in Western men are down, like way down, like 50% in the last 40 years. My dad, I've half the swimmers my dad has.
My shit don't work, Steve. I didn't know.
I guess that's why I can't make kids. I don't know. I'm almost happy now. Just kidding.
Oh, God.
I guess researchers from the Hebrew University Hadash Brown School of Public Health and Community Medicine at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. Okay.
God, that's a mouthful.
No kidding.
Who named this school?
I don't know. Screened 7,500 studies that took place between 1973 and 2011. So it's not like they're all like,
they just looked through previous studies.
And,
figured out all our dicks are broke.
Now, Dr. Swan of the Institute, he added, decreasing sperm count has been of great concern since it was first reported 25 years ago. This shows the decline is strong and continuing.
Not good, Steve.
What are you trying to tell me? I got to put my phone down?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like half my job now. I got to do this.
God. That's got to be phones, right? Phones and chemicals? Is that what they're saying?
Maybe it's the sex changes that are going on. I don't know. Maybe you kill a whole set of balls if you go and you get them cut off. I mean, come on.
That's got to be a lot of sperm you just killed.
I wonder if they took that into account. It's like, oh, we had 2 balls? They're all dead? Oh, man, that's a lot. They just keep making them. So that's an infinite number of dead babies.
I don't think that counts as a person.
I don't think so. They're just kind of swimmers. They're like.
Hey, here, you know what? You only need one, right? Like even if I'm
you only need one Michael Phelps.
Phelps
who didn't recently hit a bull. That's all you need is one Michael Phelps who is sober, and you are in Lake Flynn.
You ever see that motivational where it's like you're a born winner? You were the fastest sperm. Does that still count if you already beat out half right off the bat? The other half's dead. Now you're like,
I'm a survivor.
I'm a survivor.
I was literally born to live. Everybody else got died. Jeez.
Got deaded.
Got super deaded.
Well,
you know what, Tyler? I want to talk about this next. This next topic is is really funny because I think it's an absolute joke. But did you know that nearly 1 million illegal aliens now have driver's licenses in California?
1 million?
Nearly. I said nearly.
Why don't they just round them up and kick them all out?
Oh, shit. They're not going to have to round up anymore. But I do want to state, because I think we talked about this last week, but I know we're going to talk about it this week. Allow me to start with, we are for legal immigration into the country.
Legal.
I am all for legal.
We don't need any more angry emails about
Absolutely.
being against all immigration.
Absolutely. We are against illegal immigration.
Illegal!
So once again, pro-legal against illegal. All right, cool. Now with that being said,
why do we have to clarify that?
Because
maybe
some Mexicans will listen and they'll get offended. I don't know. They can get driver's licenses, so they got access to internet. I mean, shit. Since 2013, 905,000 illegal aliens have legally obtained driver licenses.
You don't even have to be a citizen.
Nope. And they all you have to do is provide your home address. Oh yeah, this is where I'm staying. Oh,
here you go.
And you have a license.
And that's where we'll wire your food stamp money. Very nice.
Well, good job, California. You are you are number one on the leaderboard of degenerates today.
I just want to know, how does this affect voting?
Exactly.
There's nothing in this article about it, but if you have a driver's license,
yep.
I don't know how that works in California. I mean, I'm not sure it matters too much in California because Republicans aren't going to win that state anytime soon.
No.
Unless it breaks off into a million pieces or something.
I mean, you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to deport all the illegals, apparently.
That's 900,000 votes, it looks like.
900? Yeah. Wait, how many did Hillary win by the popular? Oh, wait a minute. How many of those were illegal? Oh, like most of them. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah,
okay.
Had a big win in California.
I guess.
More importantly, it's gonna. The number of illegal immigrants with California state licenses will top 1 million by the end of this year.
Yeah, the first half of 2017, more than 83,000 illegals have been issued licenses. That's disgusting, Tyler. That's gross. That's not okay. How do people who willingly and knowingly break the law get awarded legal licenses into a country?
I want to know how they identified that they were illegal.
So, yeah.
That's a good point, isn't it?
Article didn't state that, so that is actually a really good point. How do you know you're illegal?
Did they say we're illegal? What if they told them they're illegal and then immediately deported them, so we've had 900,000 deportations?
Oh, that would be great, but it's California, so you know that's not the case.
They probably gave them another license.
I mean, yeah, like you were stating back, with the voting, they're not even legal citizens, but we're going to consider them to be able to vote on American topics. That is 100% not okay. Disagree. Absolutely not. Can't do it no more.
You know what, Steve? This article got me really upset, but it's going to be okay, because now when I'm dead, I can be liquefied and poured down the drain, Steve.
I am going to be liquefied. Hey, Mom, I know I told you you're not going to listen to this anyway. I know I told you that I want to be shot out of a cannon with ashes, but now I want you to send me out to California, liquefy me, and have me flushed.
And you know why you should do that? You know why you should do that, Steve? Because it's better for the environment.
Shut up. What a joke.
Third article. You want to cut your carbon footprint? Get liquefied when you're dead.
Cremation is really what people hold up as the environmentally friendly option. Nope. You can get liquefied now in what some are calling an acid bath.
Steve, can we start a band called Get Liquefied?
Get liquefied. I mean, it would probably be like a metal band.
Actually,
right?
We told them there's going to be no singing and dancing on this show in the first episode. I don't think we could do that.
Oh man, I feel like we just let down every follower that we ever had. So
there they all go.
All 15 of you. I mean,
well, I hope they all get liquefied.
Oh man, I have a couple quotes here. If you wouldn't,
Yeah, let's hear them. I can't get any worse.
it's better than the whole rigmarole of formaldehyde and chemicals in big caskets. Wait, I want big caskets. That's what I'm working hard for. I want big caskets when I go.
Nice oak casket.
That go into the more traditional funeral industry, but it still releases mercury into the air. And it uses a whole ton of natural gas.
Is that a metric ton or just like a bunch?
I mean, I'm a bunch.
Like a little bit. Like
This is an actual quote from Caitlin Dowdy, who is a mortician in LA. Just a whole ton of natural gas. Man, let me tell you, I may not be the most in shape person, but if I release a whole ton of natural gas into the air when you're setting my fat ass on fire in a casket, there is a really big problem. What?
I love the part where they describe it and they say, basically, the body is dissolved in a hot chemical bath, leaving a sterile solution that can be flushed down the drain. Like, oh, sorry, Tyler died. We're going to flush him down the toilet like a damn goldfish.
He turned into a white powder, but, you know, all his knee replacements, hip replacements, and his pacemaker are still alive, so we can reuse that for somebody else. What? Oh, man. See, my thing is, if the article would have said, you know, it will help save, you know, land for the increasing population, I would have been okay with that, you know. But it didn't. It stated green alternative.
Steve, even when we're dead, we can't make liberals happy. We're dead. Like, what do you want from me? I can't even be buried right anymore.
In my will, I'm going to have it specifically state I do not want a hot chemical bath.
No chemicals.
No chemical bath. Just set me on fire somewhere in a field.
You shoot me out of a cannon.
And blow me out of a cannon with my ash. Just like really barbarically hand scoop me into a plastic bag and load me into a cannon and whoom, gone.
That some people came out and said it doesn't treat people with dignity or respect, and some conference said, "Why did part of Grandma go to the water treatment plant?"
See, my thought process is, you're like, man, hopefully I live a nice long life, and my family will set me on fire in a wood box, and then they'll put me in a bag, and then they'll put me in an urn, and maybe one day at Thanksgiving, one of the great grandkids will look up and say, "Hey, what's in there?"
And they'll knock it over by accident. I'll be all over the floor.
And then I'll be thrown away, and I'll flush down the toilet all over again.
and then they'll be like, well, maybe they'll flush us with goldfish. Like,
you know what?
Died.
I made it.
Flush it with my liquid remains.
I got a quote here. This just leaves us questioning, why did part of Grandma go to... Oh, you already talked about Jesus Christ.
Maybe you're going to get liquefied next.
I'm getting liquefied. I don't even think I'm going to be dead yet. Hey, I'm going to call California up and be like, hey, man, I want a hot chemical bath.
It's over.
Hey, Caitlin Dowdy, hey, just go ahead and just knock me out.
You know, when people are embarrassed, like, oh, that's it. Just kill me now. They're going to say, just liquefy me. I'm done.
Yep, hot chemical. Oh, but it's not a hot chemical bath because they want it to sound all... It's water cremation.
Yeah,
you know what?
Whatever you want to call it, man. We
you
all know.
This water cremation, you know what it does? No, absolutely zero DNA survives. So what? Nothing survives.
It's not water, right?
There's no way. Absolutely no DNA survives. Absolutely not. You know what, Tyler? Final thoughts on this. I'll stick to being ashes. I mean, that's my last comment.
I need a big casket. I want to be in a big casket.
Give
mahogany.
Mahogany. I want
I want the pallbearers to struggle picking me up.
I want the Rock to be one of my pallbearers. Yeah. He's like, oh man, I need a spotter.
You can have your a bunch of players from your favorite sports team lower you down so they can let you down one last time, right?
Cleveland Browns. They wouldn't even be able to pick me up in the first place. Letting me down. They're dragging me on the floor, sons of bitches.
there's a bunch of people that have no idea what we're referencing, so we got to remember. We'll put the link to that in the show notes, and you can read that.
I mean, I did say Cleveland Browns. Like they
Yeah,
suck.
yeah.
They went 1-15. If you don't like football, stop following us.
But there was a
kidding.
guy had it in his will. He said he wanted the Browns to be his pallbearers so they could let him down one last time.
He did say that. That was hysterical. And they weren't even pallbearers, so they didn't even let him down. It was horrible. It was really sad. Really sad.
We'll put it. You can read about it below.
Around the Cleveland area, that's really sad.
All right.
Minneapolis mayoral candidate Raymond Den proposes police officers be required to leave their guns in cars.
Steve, I'm going into politics. I'm going to run against this guy. We're going to talk about this question at the debate, and he's going to
yep.
we're not going to have any guns. And I'm just going to look at him and laugh in his face and be like, this debate's over. I've won.
Yeah, but you just you know what you should do? Just walk over, just kick over your stand. Drop the mic and say, you get all the guns you want. Walk off, and it's over. It's done. This guy
is insane. He's insane.
Now listen here. Let's start off with, not every single police officer is the greatest person in the world. I get that. I am from police. I have police in my family. I have good friends that are police. My godfather's a cop. I understand how cops are and how they work, and I've heard all the stories. This dude is a retard.
That being said,
this guy is absolutely he has a couple extra chromosomes. These guy needs a hot acid bath.
There you go.
This guy, Raymond Den, candidate for Minneapolis mayor, is proposing police officers leave their guns in their cars, but says it's okay for them to have nightsticks or pepper spray. Huh.
I don't understand.
Hey,
why would you just leave it in the car?
Hey, Tyler,
it makes no sense.
What do officers typically use their guns on? Is it typically people who have weapons?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, it's typically people who are going to beat the shit out of you or shoot you. Typically. But hey, what do I know? I mean, I'm only, speaking common sense right now. But hey, I guess that's dead, as Twitter showed this week. But anyway.
You know what's going to happen? He's expecting all the criminals to jump off a bridge and then lay on the ground afterwards. Oh God.
Oh, man. See, this is a good quote. Now that I think of this, I didn't write it down. Who said all the criminals, they'll just lay their guns down because that's the right things to do? Some dumb-ass Democrat said it, and it was great.
It's
but
probably
anyway.
This guy.
But no, it wasn't
Raymond
this guy.
Den.
Officers don't need to carry guns on their person all the time. This is a quote from me, okay? I'm not saying they don't have they don't have access to that, just like they have access to more lethal weapons in their cars, shotguns or rifles. I would believe they would still have access to their guns in their cars. So so in a traffic stop, which has happened because I've seen plenty of videos of guys just getting absolutely fucking shot in the face in traffic stops. Oh no! Just leave your gun in the car.
I don't get it.
You throw your nightstick. Throw your nightstick at him. Hopefully you can get that pepper spray out really quick.
He doesn't have a clue. Like
squirt it on their mirror and it'll ricochet right in their fucking face. What an ass!
If you're facing like someone who's being hostile towards you and you're the police, what are you gonna say? Excuse me, sir. I left my firearm in the car. I need to go get it.
I need about a 5-second head start.
And
then you can happily run. The K9 unit's not here yet, so we can't chase you really. But I need 5 seconds. Oh, you're gone. Oh, okay.
Oh, you had your gun on you. Oh, I wish I did too.
I wish I was allowed to have mine on me. Now, here we go. Here's in a statement from Friday, July 21st, he said, "We must divest resources, disarm officers, and dismantle the inherent violence of our criminal justice system," according to the Star Tribune.
Steve, do you have a table I can bang my head on?
Gosh dang, I want to suck start a 12 gauge. Are you kidding me? This guy, what?
I refuse to believe that anyone's going to vote for this guy.
Disarm. Well, maybe Black Lives Matter.
Are they pretty active in Minneapolis or wherever this was?
I don't know. I really don't. I don't care either. They're a joke. They're a terrorist organization. Why don't you go get some money from some more money from Soros? You bunch of goons. You must divest resources. You want to take away funding from a main city. That's like Cleveland or Jersey or New York saying, "Hey, you know what? You guys work way too hard, but we're gonna take money away from you."
It's all right. Use your nightstick. Use your nightstick.
You guys got nightsticks and pepper spray. Hey, those are your primaries. Now I hope you guys are very confident with your ability to use those.
Maybe there's just no crime in Minneapolis, and this is just a non-story.
No, because that guy just shot that white chick.
Oh, that's right. This guy's just insane.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that topic on purpose because nothing is for sure about it, and I haven't heard anything past he's a Muslim, and
it was everywhere.
And it was everywhere. Just because being a Muslim's bad doesn't mean that, this guy shot this white chick on purpose. If he did, then I guess, well, he's gonna hang or get shot, or he's getting the death penalty, I guess.
Not in Minneapolis. They have no guns in Minneapolis. Goodness.
Drastic changes, quote unquote, need to be made in police officer training, including how we get officers to not react to use their gun in situations, but learning skills around de-escalation training.
Sir, stop, please. Sir, criminal, stop.
Please, I don't want to hurt you.
This is the same problem.
Please put down your gun. I do not have one.
This is the same problem I have with just any kind of gun control in general, right? They're like, you're going to take guns away from law-abiding people, the police, people that want to use it for the right reasons. The criminal has never turned in his gun and said, "Oh, I saw they passed a new law. Got to turn this in." And he likes, "Here you go, sir." It's not happening.
It doesn't happen. It does not. And history proves it does not. It happened. Canada.
Chicago.
Chicago, Japan, Australia. I mean, do I need to keep going? Poland? WW2? Hey, let's not forget that. Hey, what happened? Yes, we would like you to turn in your guns. Yes, your boom boom. Yes, we want those. Oh, okay. Well, you just yeah, go ahead and get on the train. Hey, you need a shower? Oh, okay. Go ahead and go in there. No, I'm not about that life. I carry proudly. Get bent. That's wrong. You don't do that, especially to an officer. How do you disarm an officer? Somebody who's supposed to. Who do you call when you need help? Oh, hey, oh my God, this dude's beating the shit out of me. Who do you call? You don't call EMS. I need the fire department.
Ghostbusters.
I guess you're gonna call this mayor.
No, wait, don't they have giant guns? I've never seen Ghostbusters.
No, Ghostbusters, they got them.
Are they vacuum guns or something?
I don't even know what they're called, but it's dumb. I'm not gonna.
Well, I think they're gonna have to be de-armed too.
I like, yeah, because they hurt people. I like the old Ghostbusters. This new one was trash. Anyway,
moving on, Steve.
It's a different. No, it's a different mayor. Mayor Hodges is not in favor of this proposal, and said, "And if we are going to talk about changes in gun policy, we shouldn't start with the police officers who are going to be operating in a world with people who have guns."
Yeah, that's what I just said. Steve, we need to move on. I'm sick of talking about this stupid mayor.
Oh man, they're both dumb. He's only up for topic, so
he's dumb. Steve,
he is dumb.
We got some friends of the podcast who sent us emails. Shameless plug for the email, Steve.
That's Steve&Tyler show at gmail.com.
We had Jake sent us an article he wants us to talk about. Hunter sent us a nice wiener.
A nice big fat wiener.
It was animated wiener, don't worry. I did laugh.
I laughed to start.
John sent us 2 stories he wants us to talk about. We'll talk about them in the future. Some future date. And then another John, different John, sent us a story we'll talk about. So Jake wanted us to talk about this story, Steve. America protests very fake news outside CNN Atlanta headquarters. Steve, we're making moves. I'm taking responsibility for this protest. I'm sure all of these 150 or so protesters listen to our podcast and they're like, we got to protest this.
I know for a fact it didn't. But
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we did this. We caused this. This is making moves, son. Making moves. Trump did it? No, I don't think so.
It
I
was
think
us.
Steve&Tyler show. Steve&Tyler show. We got a movement. We are driving people in the right direction. To call out bullshit every day they see it. Listen, my thought on protests in general. They're dumb. They're dumb.
They're dumb? All of them?
When I think, yeah, all of them. When I think of protests, I think of like stupid people in pussy hats who just march down the street. Just, whoa, we want to be equal. We accept immigrants. We accept Syrians. Shut up. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Because if you did, you'd be like, well, they want to kill me. Because I'm probably gay, and I'm a woman, and I am not wearing something covering my face. I'm sorry, my lower ankle showed. Oh, okay, I'm getting stoned.
But these people were protesting fake news, Steve.
Which is real, because CNN has been at the forefront of this. I agree 100% that CNN is absolute shit. They are. That is not going to change. I hope it doesn't change, because it makes for a lot of good reading throughout the week.
It does help us, yeah. It makes it really easy for us.
It does, because I got on Twitter a couple times this week, and I just was like, oh, hey, well, you're stupid, CNN.
Shameless plug for our Twitter. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for the Twitter. Shameless plug. Steve at Steve&Tyler _show. Oh man, I can't do this.
How long till we get accused of being fake news, Steve?
You know what? We really can't. We can fight that all day, because we actually publish our articles. Yeah. Like we make them readily available for people to be. Oh well, this might be fake news, but it was fake news before they talked about it. So I mean, they're kind of just preaching real news because they didn't even know. Yeah, I know we didn't know, because
the people listening right now, if they've actually listened this far, they're like, "Wow, this week sucked for news."
Yeah,
that's right.
But if you made it this far, if you're coming into something funny, you're coming into a real good, real good.
We're gonna end strong.
We are. We got a couple solid ones. I'm telling you. So, I'm about to jump on that train.
We're jumping on it.
Let's do it. Let's go. Tyler, I got a question for you. Did you know that racism raises the risk of Alzheimer's for black people?
Is it that racial fatigue, Steve?
This is that article that Second John sent us.
Second John sent us. Unrelated to racial fatigue.
It's not racial fatigue. This is completely different. This is Alzheimer's. A new group of studies into racial disparities among people with Alzheimer's disease suggests that social conditions, including the stress of poverty and racism, substantially raise the risk of dementia for African Americans. Man, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
I'm gonna say it right now, Steve. John sent us fake news.
This is garbage news. This is shit.
This is fake news. This is from the Washington Post. They're trying to divide the people again. I mean, in this article, they said conditions that affect blacks disproportionately are giving people Alzheimer's. Poor living conditions, stressful events, divorce, chronic unemployment have severe consequences for brain health. So it's not actually because they're black, Steve. It's just general life.
It's just, well, hey,
This is fake news.
This is absolute fake news.
John,
it is.
Don't send us fake news.
John, you suck. Just kidding.
He's gonna kick your ass next time he sees you.
Probably. He probably never see me ever again. I'm never gonna see him.
He's gonna have dementia. Because of his hard life. So hypothetically, if we had a white person or whatever race go through these same events, they would also have a higher risk of Alzheimer's.
This is true.
Which means this title is fake news, Steve.
It is absolute garbage. I do have one really funny quote.
Let's hear it.
This is from Megan Zulsdorf. She said, "It is the social environment that's contributing to disparities." So the environment that people place themselves in is what's making them have Alzheimer's sooner than later, and more frequently in black people. So my thought on that is, get a job, you bum. I mean, what do you mean? What do you mean? Your environment. Get off food stamps. Why am I paying for your ass to have Alzheimer's now? It's bad. It's bad enough you don't get a job. You got generations of families. Oh no, I don't want to work. White people pay my shit.
Maybe they can't. Maybe they can't remember. They all have Alzheimer's.
They all got Alzheimer's. Oh well, hardworking people pay for my bills. Pay for my bills. Oh, I got Alzheimer's. I don't know what I'm mad about no more. Shut up.
The real key to this story is it doesn't matter that they're black. It's just that you went through difficult situations. You're going to have a higher risk of Alzheimer's. That's what it comes down to.
Without a doubt. That is exactly what it is.
But Washington Post is trying to divide us, Steve.
Race baiting.
Fake news, race baiting.
Heard it here first, Washington Post. Fake news.
Fake news. Unbelievable.
All right, our last topic of the night.
Last topic. It's been a weak.
It is absolute shit.
See what I did there? Weak.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is, Steve. We got to make shitty jokes.
Oh God, please tell me people are still listening. Union workers in Michigan are blaming goats, not robots, for taking away their jobs.
Damn it!
This is like a jihadi saying that a goat wanted a divorce. This is something close to that.
I've heard people complain that the immigrants were taking their jobs, robots. Now the damn goats.
Damn goats. The 400-member American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees has filed a grievance contending that the work the goats are doing in a wooded lot is taking away jobs from laid-off union workers. Western Michigan, is using 20 goats to clear poison ivy and other weeds from about 15 acres of land. Now, this Cheryl Rowland, a spokeswoman for the University of Western Michigan, told the Battle Creek Enquirer that this is the second summer the university has enlisted goat landscapers as a solution to stay environmentally friendly. Are you kidding me?
God, I love it. The hippies are blowing up. You can't decide. Do we piss off the union people or the hippies? The liberals, their heads must be spinning with this article.
Talk about dumb stuff, and this is what you get. So, environmentally friendly. It's first I can't get cremated. Now I can't let guys ride around on lawnmowers. I'm about to tell my apartment complex, landowner, be like, hey, this shit ain't right. Ain't right. I want goats eating my grass in front of my tree lawn. Goats. I don't want to see no Mexicans riding around on lawnmowers. Absolutely not.
The best part of this is they link to a website called Rent-A-Goat.
Oh, they do, and Amazon. Oh man, that's funny.
You can rent goats. Proponents of goat mowing say it's a sustainable alternative to chemicals and more aggressive landscaping, if also a bit pricier. So, like many organic practices, you are going to have to pay for a premium sometimes. A homeowner in North Carolina told Wall Street Journal in 2010. You gotta pay more for goats to eat your grass? Than people. I'm sorry, Javier. This goat is worth more than you.
Oh man, Jesus, man, I'm sorry, I can's pay you today. This goat's gonna.
He's putting in that work.
He's doing work. He's making moves. This goat is hungry. Know what I'm saying?
He's hungry. He's out there hustling every single day. Oh man.
But as with human workers, goats don't always get the job done.
Damn goats.
The city of Salem, Oregon, fired its 75 goat workers. They called them goat workers. In February 2016.
They're people, Steve.
They're people, yeah. Goat workers. In February 2016, complaining that they cost too much. They didn't. And that they left behind a heavily fertilized area.
So they they just want shit everywhere?
and ultimately weren't particularly selective about what they ate.
Ate mama's Patagonias.
Oh, not my rose bush.
My rose bush.
You shit and ate all over my rose bush.
If you think these 75 goat workers filed a grievance back that they got fired, you think they formed a union and filed a grievance back?
Dumb shit. So there's potential that you'll overpay for a herd of goats to shit all over your property instead of doing the job that'll eventually be done by a person
or a robot.
Yeah, or a robot, because I know that happens a lot over in Europe. They have them little robots. But Tyler,
can they get like a Roomba for cutting grass?
Yeah, they do actually.
That's pretty sweet.
That's what I said.
Well, now we'll just replace them with goats.
But Tyler, remember, it's environmentally friendly, so they'll overpay for goats to shit all over your grass that they didn't eat. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. We know this was a very dry week.
Oh, man, what a week.
Oh, God, please don't hate us. Please follow us on Twitter at Steve_Tyler_show. Send us your hate mail, your garbage, those dick pics. Those dick pics, keep them coming.
They're coming.
And anything you guys would like to particularly hear us talk about at Steve&Tyler@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes and follow us on Podbean at The Steve and Tyler Show. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening. God bless you.
God bless America.
God bless America.